What's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Still in the process of moving, man. I had a lot going on in another business right in the middle of this move. So we moved the storefront, got everything going here. Now I'm in the back trying to get some stuff done. But anyways, the other day on my live, I talked about AMC, the hype, how it'll come up. Um, it, it always does. It's in and out. You know, they bore you to death for a while, and no one's talking about it. But I think one key thing that's coming, that actually is something to get hyped over, is enough people talking about it. I think you should start seeing some upward movement. I'm not saying we're in MOAS territory. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. I don't know for sure. But I will say for certain, there is potential for. I've talked about this. You know, I don't want to be that guy that's like toot my own horn. Like I talked about this days before everyone started talking about this, just because it's almost predictable at this point how it goes. You know what I mean? Um, it I do believe we're going to see an increase. I don't think it'll be a MOAS type increase in my personal opinion, but I do think um, it'll be a nice gain. Um, Anything's possible. Like I said, it could MOAS. No one knows the date. I don't know the date. I'm not a guru. I'm just going off of, you know, the history of what I've seen happen in this play. That's not to say that they couldn't change and just totally, you know, throw us off. But I talked about this a couple days ago about there being hype and upward movement and then shaking, you know, trying to get people to think, I guess, maybe that was the big move and that's it. But I do think we could see that coming very soon. I saw Charlie's vids, made a video. He's got some, you know, looking at the volume being low and then institutions buying in. And then I saw Morant's Rants make a video saying that it's a hedge against GME. Um, there's all sorts of opinions. Everyone's got their thoughts, opinions. You know, no one, I guess, can truly say with 100% certainty what is going on. But in my personal opinion, I think you're going to see a bump up and then a bump back down, and this is going to ride out slow. Now, I will say this: if you are investing and you're sick of waiting on a MOAS, um, I'm not a financial advisor, and I wouldn't tell you to buy, sell, or hold. But I've actually even thought about it, like buying in and selling, just because I've learned so long. Been in this place so long that I'm like, man, every time I have an inclination or an idea, or the charts are showing me, or the volume, or whatever the case is, that it's going to bump up. It always does, and then it runs back down. It does have the potential for someone to buy in and sell if you were following it for as long as a lot of us have. And I think a lot of people probably have the gut feeling or instinct that I have before these things happen. They just don't say anything, or they don't have a channel to express it on, stuff like that. So just a couple things to think about. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to buy and sell, because my technique has always just been buy and hold. But there is always potential. You know, for me, I buy and I believe more in the MOAS than I do just a quick bump, because I can make quick bumps and runs on other plays, and I do. So that's just how I'm looking at it. But with that going forward, I think GME will probably see a bump up as well. It's just a continuous thing, man. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, and goes down. There's only three ways, really, the market can trade: up, down, or sideways. And with it going at this point, with the institutions buying in, the volume being low, other factors, I do think that you're going to see an upward swing. Nothing guaranteed, because, you know, sometimes you say something like that and then boom, it dives. But my personal instinct, just like if you watch my my last couple of lives, I talked about this coming in the next week or so, and we're here now. So I think we're about a couple days away from seeing a nice little jump. The hype, the FOMO buying back in, everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, da 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 da. Maybe it'll run up to 10, maybe it's only 6, maybe it's 7. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's 20. But I do think it'll linger there for a day or two and then dump back down and reset. So I shouldn't be reading the comments, man. People trying to talk shit. Have you ever had someone talk shit to you and like it's an insult, but it's actually a pretty good insult? So what a dick. Anyways, but yeah, I think it goes up, it goes down, yeah, or it goes sideways. That's the one and only Nicole. Anyways, goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways. I think we're going to see an upward movement soon, and then you'll probably see kind of a nosedive and the same thing again, and people talking about, oh, I told you it wasn't nothing. Da, 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 da. GameStop probably have similarities. Now with GameStop, I know I talked about being buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold all the time, but I do think I might play GameStop a little differently than I'm playing AMC. AMC is a buy and hold, buy and hold. GameStop is a buy and hold as well, but I have one broker that I have often sold GameStop and rebought back in. I know people don't want to hear that, but I mean, you got to make money. We got to make money. You know what I mean? And I've made. I'll say this: just off of GameStop alone, I've recouped when it goes up and down and following the algorithms. I've recouped everything I've invested just in the AMC and GME alone with those two. So, you know, if you can watch the algos and follow your instinct and learn to read some charts a little bit, you know, it's pretty easy to recoup any losses that you may have occurred, which really aren't losses until you sell, right? So that's the other thing. It's never a loss until you sell. So I know a lot of people are down, but it is what it is. So, you know, we've seen this play out several times, up, down. We've talked about it several times. I've just been buying and holding. I've never sold through any of these ups in AMC, and I've held through the downs and just bought more. So my price where I want to sell is my own price. You got to make your own where you want to sell. You can't listen to anyone else for that. You know, it's got to be your own thing. Like if you can't afford to freaking live and survive, and that's the only way to get your money back, then do what you got to do. But for me, you know, I haven't invested more than I'm willing to lose. And if it ever came to the point where I was like, oh my God, I got to sell my AMC, then I wouldn't give a shit what people said. I'd sell my AMC. So don't worry about what people think or say. You know, a lot of it is following your own gut instinct. Sorry, I'm plugging this shit in here. 1 second. All right. Sorry, I had to put a charger on my little Bluetooth speakers here. Anyways, so I talked about it, you know, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I said this, I did that, you know, because there's a lot of people like, I'm the one who said it, I'm the one who said it. I think most people, I won't even say, there's probably a lot of people in my comment section or watching or just subscribe to my channel that are, I would say, more educated on the market than I am, smarter than I am when it comes down to this stuff. But, you know, I call it like I see it. You know, if there's things that are coming up and I think it's going to go up, then I'll say, hey, man, I think we got something coming. The algorithms, and I'm still going to stick to this. I think you'll see an up, you'll see a down, you'll see a sideways, and if you want to sell, you can sell. If you want to buy, you can buy. If you want to hold, you can hold. It's all totally up to you. But I will say the algos combined with the direction the theaters are in and heading, which is up, I think we're just going to see more and more good things coming. I think at some point or another, shorts will have to get out. Shorts will have to cover and close, not just cover, but close their positions. And when that happens, you know, I think, in my personal opinion, I think you'll see the algo go crazy. But and that's what I hold for. You know, a MOAS or at least a good short squeeze. I'm not, you know, here to sell for gammas or you know, quick pumps. I'm not saying it's not a smart thing to do. So it's your money. You do what you want with it. There's a lot of people that do. That probably are watching these algos for the last 3-4 years and just been making money every, you know, what is it, every 2-3 months. I don't know how. I don't know the exact dates, but I could just kind of go off of watching. But yeah, I think we're going to see an upwards movement incoming. Try to shake people off, take it back down, and let it go sideways. So like I said, there's 3 ways the market moves: up, down, sideways. I think, in my personal thoughts, not financial advice, I think we're going to go up. I think then we're going to go back down, and I think we're going to trade sideways again. And I think that's just a repetitive action that's been going on with this algorithm. Now, how high up it goes down and how low it goes down, no one really knows. You kind of got an idea. Right now, we do have support around 5. I think resistance, you know, if you can break past 550, 6, you might see yourself going up to 7, 8. You know, this thing could go to 9. And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Just my personal thoughts. I think they would let this thing run to a maximum of $11 and then dump it. So that's just what I'm at. But it could be totally wrong. You know, it could run up to 20. It could only run up to 6. It could not run up at all. I don't know. You know, this is from what I'm gathering, what I'm seeing. I think you'll start seeing more hype videos, more people kind of pumping it up again. I think GME is going to do something similar. So, we're here, man. It's getting closer day by day. It gets closer, but I think we're at the moment now where you're starting to see, man, it's getting a little harder to contain. What's up, Oaks Way Recording? Yeah, patience is all we need at this point. And I think a lot of people that have been in this long, at this point it's just like, man, we're just riding it out. There's a lot of people that are not buying, but have just been holding and just waiting to see what happens. I know people that are, you know, still buying. I know some people that are holding. I know some people that have sold and rebought back in. So Oaks Way says 13 price. Yeah, that would be nice. I will say this. Let's say this algo goes up, and if it gets past, I would say that if AMC and the algo get past like a $20 range, I don't think it would be. I'm not 100% certain because I don't know what type of fuckery they can pull, but I think if it hit like 18, 19, 20, this thing you might see something pop. Now, will it be a MOAS? I don't know. This thing could run up to 40, 50, 60. And they can still dump it down and try to shake people out. Because I think if it gets to 40, 50, 60, there's going to be a lot of people that are just like, fuck them out. You know, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't, you know. But it's a dangerous game they're playing, man, with this thing. Because, you know, one of these days, and, you know, there's no guarantees. But I think one of these days, this shit will just pop. And when it does, man, it's exciting to think about. But until that day, you know, there's other plays to make my money in and out. You know, I don't play AMC like that because I don't want to. I would just hate to sell AMC, you know, like where I think is a peak, and then all of a sudden it just rockets, and then I'm left behind trying to get back in the ship, and it's already taken off. So, you know, I look at it this way. I got my tickets. I'm hanging on. I'm just in the lobby waiting for the flight. You know what I mean? Until then, while I'm waiting in the lobby, I'm making money in other places. So, and there's plenty of, there's tons and tons of stocks out there. You can literally make money off every single one of them. You know, well, not literally every single one if you have that type of money, but any stock you can make money off of is what I'm trying to say. You can go to a stock that moves 1 penny up and down randomly, and you can still make a few bucks off of it. So there's just a couple of them that I don't really toy around with, you know, and AMC is one of them. Apple's one of them. People were talking about dumping Apple because Warren Buffett sold it, and I'm like, you know what? And I also want to say, I think Warren Buffett should change his name to Warren Buffet. Sounds more elegant to me. Shit, I don't know. That's one thing that used to drive me crazy, man. I dated a girl once that would say, "You want to take me to the buffet?" God damn, it's just the buffet. Actually used to drive me crazy. That's actually where the relationship started falling apart. One day we were in Vegas. She said, "Hey, let's go to the buffet." And I'm like, thought she was joking. I was like, "You want to go to Jimmy Buffett's buffet?" And she's like, "Sure." Anyway, sidetracked. See, I'll be telling y'all, man, I get sidetracked. But don't be alarmed if AMC has a pop and everyone jumps back on the train and there's videos and everyone's hyped and, oh my God, GME's hype. Oh my God, we're going to MOAS. And then it dumps back down and then we're bored, and the rest of us, like Oaks Way and Roaring Lion, what's up, man? A few of us, you know, have been here for the longest time. We'll still be sitting here waiting. And I think most of us that have been here, we know what's up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I better get back to work, man. I just want to jump in and say, you know, basically like, I was right, I told y'all. And it hasn't even happened yet. So, like I said, I expect something, a movement upward. Doesn't mean I'm selling. But like I said, it's your money. You do what you want. If you feel like, there's a lot of people that just need money straight up. And if it's money that can help you, you got bills or whatever it is, rent, and you got to get out. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not the type of person that's like, no, buy and hold. You only have to buy and hold. There's so many damn people in this play at this point. You can get in and out. You can leave. You can come back. Do whatever you want. For me, I play it how I play it. You play it how you play it, man. So that's how I'm looking at it. Like I said, if there is a jump, I'm not going to get too hyped. I would start getting hyped if I start seeing 18, 19, because then I'm going to say, okay, look, man, we have a potential to just fly. So that's how I'm looking at it. Have a good day. Be blessed. Let's get rich soon. Peace.